We demand baseball as well. We demand it. I don't know if we're going to get it. My buddy from ESPN who had a nice scoop yesterday, Karl Ravech, joining me back here on the show. How you been, Karl?
I'm good, Rich. And I know now if I need a good attorney, Rich Eisen is the guy I'm calling.
Hey, Karl, man, that lockout, I got a Tulane law sports degree conferred upon me by Gabe Feldman. Unfortunately, he did not sign it, and I did not notice that until after I left his presence, so I think I still have an unsigned degree somewhere. But that lockout, man, I learned a lot about labor law, and unfortunately, it seems to be I'm putting it into practice talking about baseball too much lately, Karl.
Well, every time, and I tend to look at what's going on currently differently than I would a labor negotiation, and yet this is dissolved into a labor negotiation as opposed to a way to get your butts back on the baseball field and have the owners have baseball being played again. It has literally become a CBA conversation. The CBA doesn't expire until 2021. This should be solely about getting back on the field during a pandemic and everybody realizing we're going to lose some money in all of it. We're still going to get paid a hell of a lot of money, but we're going to lose money. And as owners, we're going to have to pay money, and we're going to lose money. That seems to have been lost, Rich, along the way, and that is labor law. You got to remember, as we romanticize about the Yankees and the Mets and the Cardinals and Cubs and Dodgers and Angels, there's no romantics involved in the game at this level. This is a business. It's about what do I got to get and how much am I going to pay. And for those who sit there and say, can't they just, and why don't they just, and don't they understand, the simple answer is no. It has nothing to do with any of the things that we would wish it would have to do with.
So how do we change that, Karl? Because we've already, based on, as John Heyman, our colleague at MLB Network, pointed out, the new proposal has already moved opening day from July 4th to July 10th. We've already lost a week on that calendar. And I know nobody really wants to play into November for many reasons, weather or if the regular influenza season hits when COVID-19 might spike again. That's the last thing you want to do is be blowing into your hand off the mound on November the 3rd and putting your hand on a baseball and putting it into play. So how do we change all this, Karl?
We change it, Rich, by one side recognizing that they have an incredible opportunity. While they're tying all this crap together with the 2021 CBA, recognize that this is a unique situation in our country's history. One of the sides has an opportunity to say, you know what, we do actually recognize what's going on. We do understand that baseball would be important for people as a diversion from all that's going on. We get the idea. They want to see us back on the field and on their televisions and on their iPads and phones and whatever. We understand that. So as a result, we are really going to bite the bullet on this one, and we're going to pay the players a prorated salary for 70 games. Or we're the players, and we're going to take a prorated 80% salary for 70 games, whatever it might be. And while we continuously try to endear the public to our side, the best way to do that now is to say, you know what, we actually do want to listen to what you folks are saying and not just make this about how much we get and how much we spend, but recognize there's a value in coming back. And we will ingratiate you to, if this is important, and it seems to be, our side when it's time to negotiate a new CBA. And if one of these sides is boy enough to become a man in this situation, we'll have a longer season. If not, we'll play 48 games.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.